cop decides to punch a kid, a black child, near the school metal detector. Let's put it up. We got the images from this attack. Authorities are now investigating a police school resource officer. The vast majority of police school resource officers are decent people. I know some of them myself. They see themselves as a mentor of sorts. But then you have these individuals. In Akron, Ohio, after he was caught on camera, this cop repeatedly punching a 16-year-old high school student in the head, a black child. According to News 5 Cleveland, the incident began when the school principal told the SROs to help find this kid who did not pass through the metal detectors. The incident, caught on the school's security camera, escalated when the student, the child, did not immediately comply with officers. The SROs quickly tried to detain the student, meaning arrest, effecting arrest, attempting to handcuff the child and arrest him in front of his classmates. There's more. The video then shows the young man trying to resist this unlawful arrest when the SROs decide to punch the child in the side of the head 3 times in a row, closed fist. The officers, not being able to take out the child by punching him 3 times in a row, went ahead and wrestled him to the ground and then escorted him out of the school. Now, that's according to CNN. The district superintendent, Michael Robinson, called the actions of the SROs unacceptable and stressed the importance of building trust within the community. Quote, "We deeply value the partnership that we have with law enforcement and the crucial role SROs play in ensuring the safety of our students and building relationships and trust with our community." Robinson said in a press release, quote, "At the same time, it is equally important that accountability is upheld when incidents like this occur. The safety and well-being of our students and staff are our highest priority." Keep that brother up, okay? You're looking at an actual leader. That's an actual leader. A PR person didn't write that. He did. And he did not wait on the finality of the investigation, as 99% of them would tell us at this point. He did not give a general statement that took no sides. He said clearly in his first sentence, what they did was unacceptable. Now remember, via contract, or even if it is a commissioned and accredited police department inside of the school system, they are working under the Board of Education. The Board of Education hires your executive director. That will be your superintendent. That's the guy in charge, okay? And sometimes superintendents don't act as if they are in charge. The officer assigned as a resource officer at Firestone Community Learning Center was placed on administrative duty while the use of force investigation is underway. That's according to the Beacon Journal, citing a joint press conference held Monday by Mayor Shammas Malik and the deputy police chief. Regardless of the investigation's outcome, the officer will not return to his role at the school at the request of the school district. According to CNN, the young teen faced multiple charges, including resisting arrest. But authorities dismissed the charges pending the outcome of the internal review. Days later, the teen's mother spoke to a local outlet and said, quote, "The fact that no one stood up for my son baffles me," Latoya Smith Robinson said. Quote, they immediately jumped to tall, black, dark-skinned man. He's a threat, said Smith Robinson, who believed her 6'2" tall son, who's a child, was racially profiled. Counselors were on the scene at the incident to provide emotional support for students and staff who witnessed the incident. I hope that emotional support is extended to the young brother who endured it. Now, the reason why this has shocked the conscience of those who witnessed it is because they have witnessed a real life injustice in front of them in their domain. They weren't at a foreign place. They didn't go to some party or concert. They were at a domain that's theirs. And on that domain that is rooted, allegedly, in mentorship, community, learning, they saw an actual injustice. But what are you going to do about the systemic connection to the injustice you saw? See, that's the microcosm. The macrocosm is the part that we have to resolve. Now, yes, the remedy of justice has to take place here. That cop needs to go to jail, period. That cop needs to go to jail. What he did was unlawful. He needs to go to jail. The other part is that the structure, the actual culture, has to now be challenged. As I say often, culture eats policy alive every day of the week. I don't give a damn what you have in your books. If you're not enforcing it properly, your culture prevails, and the culture is corrupt. All right, just as thoughts.
This is just a sad story all around for multiple reasons. One, like you said, this is a child. He could be 6'11" for all I care. He's 16 years old, and he went to a place where he's supposed to be protected. He's supposed to be loved. He's supposed to be learning. And instead, he's getting abused. And not only abused, but abused in front of his classmates. That is so embarrassing and detrimental to his health and their health. It's a terrible story all around. The second part is, I want to focus on the metal detectors. The issue, the reason why he got beat up in the first place is because he didn't want to go through a metal detector, or maybe he missed the metal detector. They have all of these metal detectors mainly concentrated in urban schools. And I guess they're supposed to be for safety. They're supposed to be preventing school shootings. I don't think they're necessarily doing that, because we see a lot of the school shootings happening in rural communities that do not have these metal detectors in place. It's really in these urban environments. So you're already coming into school and you're already tense, because you have to go through the security system where you're supposed to be secure already. You're just supposed to have that innate feeling like I am safe. I'm in a home away from home. And you don't have that. And to boot, now you have school resource officers who are placed there to protect the children in events. He's the aggressor. He's the bully. It's just modern day, as we're seeing the school to prison pipeline. I saw a report from the Cato Institute that said school suspensions actually increase with the presence of uniformed officers in the building. So it's just like, what are we doing here? What are we accomplishing? Like you said, the policy versus the culture. What is the actual intended effect that we want to have?
And that's the real question, right? What's the effect? What's the outcome you choose? Because if you think this is about ego, you don't give a damn about outcome. All right, we'll bring updates as they come.